YouTube? Welcome to another episode of Two Women,
Two Opinions.
with your girl Marty and
Taj, my bad, y'all. I was like choking.
Let's get ready to gag, bitches. It's like I'm playing.
Bitches.
All right. Oh yeah, you did start last week.
I did. Show turn. Go ahead.
Dang.
Go ahead.
All right, so guys, we definitely want to thank y'all so much for sticking with us this long. Next week we will not have a show, unfortunately. But wait with us. We will be in a radio station on the 4th of November. That'll be our first show in a radio station. So just gag on our background because we're gonna be so professional. Yes. It's gonna be professional. So next week we will not have a show, but it's okay. It's Halloween. You guys can enjoy your time with your families and just get ready for us for November the 4th. We will be on a radio network.
And if you miss us, you can always go check out our YouTube channel, Two Women, Two Opinions. Right?
And catch up on the episodes.
And catch up on some episodes. We got like 12 of them. So, take some time. Listen, watch.
Two Women, Two Opinions. All right, so let's start off today. Okay, I'm going to start with my first story because I was going to start with my second one. But it's a Haitian gang demands $17 million in ransom for abducting missionaries. There are 16 Americans and 1 Canadian kidnapped by a gang outside of the port. It happened Saturday. They're called 400 Mozo Gang. Yeah. So they're responsible for 80% of Haitian abductions recently of the whole lifetime. They're responsible for 80%. Haitian government struggled to control the gang activities following the president assassination. And then after the president assassination, they had an earthquake. So the earthquake and assassination made the abductions went through the roof. So now they're asking for bribes from America to let the people go. They asked for bribes to let the doctors and lawyers get in there to help people after the earthquake. So they're not letting anyone in. And they're asking the U.S. for a bribe. Y'all know the U.S. refused to pay ransom because once we pay a ransom one time, it's going to keep happening. We do not negotiate with terrorists around here. So I'm going to let y'all listen to this little clip from the breaking news from NBC, just so y'all can see what's happening.
How much we be on the same wave, though.
An abduction. And now details of a mammoth ransom first reported
in
the Wall Street Journal, citing the Haitian Justice Ministry.
Sorry, y'all, but the week of the 4th, when our show go to the radio station, y'all not gonna have to worry about this no more because we'll have the clips in there.
Yeah, y'all can watch.
So y'all be able to watch the clips.
Y'all can watch them too.
Okay.
Unless you're live.
Now details of a mammoth ransom first reported by the Wall Street Journal, citing the Haitian Justice Minister. $17 million, $1 million per person for the 17 missionaries kidnapped by the notorious 400 Mowozo gang in Haiti. Among those being held captive, a mother and her 5 children, all but 1 under 18, according to a friend who did not want to show her face on camera, but goes to the same West Michigan church.
They're very genuine. They are loving people. They had a heart for missions.
She says the father was also on the trip, but not with them at the time of the abduction. Former FBI Special Agent Tim Gallagher says the agency discourages any payment.
Ransom payments are the fuel that drives these criminal organizations. So the FBI is looking to rescue the individuals, rescue these victims, at the same time depriving this criminal organization of the money that's going to embolden them.
The Justice Minister telling the New York Times, often these gangs know these demands cannot be met, and they will consider a counteroffer from the families.
We know these groups target U.S. citizens.
So, recently, that's what I wanted you guys to hear, basically, from the U.S. FBI saying that they're not negotiating with terrorists. Of course they don't. But on top of all of that, this has been happening for a long time. And it's been 600 plus kidnappings just this year so far from the Haitian gang. So, there is allegedly another family, which was a government official in Haiti, that actually was kidnapped 2 weeks ago, and they were let go, but the government isn't clear as to whether they met the kidnappers' demands or not. So I think they probably did because they was let go.
That's a government official, right? So,
so a government official was kidnapped with his family, and they end up letting them go. Yeah, and they end up letting them go. So they think that the government official ended up meeting their demands.
Child.
So I don't know how true that is, but now it is. So they're asking for $1 million per person. Listen. Ain't nobody worth $1 million nowadays. So you're going to have to keep them. So, I mean, I'm just playing.
She's just going to have to keep her.
I'm just playing. But no, seriously, everyone knows that America doesn't negotiate with terrorists. So, unfortunately, unless they actually can find the people's location. But right now, it's kind of hard. It's like a Taliban, and that's their country, so they know the ins and outs, and we kind of don't. So,
girl, that shit is wild.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I feel bad for the families, though.
Definitely feel bad for the families. That's kind of messed up.
I couldn't even imagine. But to change topics, to lighten it up a little bit, y'all know it's Halloween, which is my favorite time of the year. I love the fall. I love October. Honestly, I love September leading into October because I'm one of those people. I get my pumpkin spice early. You feel me?
Oh, my God.
So I wanted to know, Marty, because last night I went and saw the new Halloween. Dope. Recommend.
I didn't see it yet.
10 out of 10. Please go see it. But what is your favorite horror killer? Like, who's your favorite murderer? From horror films, not in real life, because we don't condone violence.
I'm a chicken shit. So let's start there.
Oh, so we don't watch a horror movie?
Yeah, I do. And I was just having this conversation before I answer because I got one person that's in my brain. But I'm going to answer why. I was just having this conversation. I was saying which movies actually scared me versus the ones that not scary at all. They're just funny or whatever. And one of the movies that was actually scary to me as a kid was Candyman.
Oh.
Candyman scared the shit out of me. Candyman, 13 Ghosts.
13 Ghosts.
And The Conjuring, but that's not really a scary person. And the whole shit is
thriller,
scary. Yeah. But, so I'm going to say Candyman, because he's scary as hell.
He's scary as fuck. You got that hook hand. You say it too many times.
But I haven't seen the new one. That's why I didn't go see the new one. Cause
I've been hearing mixed reviews. Like, some people say that it's good.
To.
Some people say that it's some people say it's really artsy.
Yeah.
So it's got vibes all over the place. I do want to see it. I don't know if I want to spend the money and see it in theaters. I might wait till it come out.
But I mean, I fucked with Michael Myers though. Michael Myers is, he legendary. You feel me? He legendary. But like, you know, like Freddy was cool too. But
Freddy
I
is my
just
favorite.
Don't mess with my sleep.
Yes. Oh, don't mess. But that's what I'm
and
saying.
That's
where
food.
he really
that's the two
fucks
things
with you.
I like: sleeping and eating. Like
she said, don't fuck with my food and don't fuck with my sleep. But Freddy is by far my all-time favorite. Just be based off of that. He can fuck with you. He can make you think you sleep and then take you out. You see what I'm saying? When you think you got Freddy, you ain't really got Freddy. And then all it takes is for like a group of people to think about him, and he bet. He can't never go nowhere.
I don't like that though. I don't like that. I don't like the fact
that
you can take over me in my most vulnerable point.
I think for a director, since it leaves so much room that you can keep recreating Freddy Krueger as much as you want. So we'll probably have Freddy Krueger our entire lifetime. That people are going to keep making these movies, or hopefully making them better. They're gonna keep, amping him up to be something different. That's how I felt about Halloween. Like he's transformative. Like he can go on and on and on because you can't kill him. You can't kill him.
True.
If you seen the new Halloween, you can't kill him.
I haven't seen it.
You gotta see it.
Who is your least favorite or least scary villain?
Least scary. The Leprechaun from is it Leprechaun? Yeah. What is that movie called? It's like leprechauns. He's a killer leprechaun. He goes around. It's like if you steal his gold, he comes to find you.
Is it Leprechaun from the Hood?
Is it Leprechauns from the Hood? Because there's two leprechaun movies that are like that. It's
mine is Chucky. I would kick Chucky little ass.
Nah, Chucky. Man,
you crazy as hell. I'm gonna let this
Chucky
doll go around killing me. I'm gonna snatch that little motherfucker.
Every person that did that died. Like, every person that attempted that shit died. I don't know.
I don't know. Mine is Chucky. I feel like Chucky is not scary. Like, no. Yeah. But when I was a kid, it was scary because it was I feel like they play on our minds because it was a toy. So you in fear of your toy.
That was my first ever horror movie. That was the first big scary movie that I was allowed to see, and I watched it with my cousin's girl. I immediately went home, packed up all my Barbies. It was like, it's being real. Y'all, we can't rock no more.
So y'all go in the closet. Away. Y'all
girl, that was in the closet. Didn't fuck with him no more after that movie.
Yeah, see that I can admit that Chucky is my least favorite, and I'm probably most scared of Candyman, and then 13 Ghosts, because all them motherfuckers scared me. Girl. That whole movie was scary, and it was like they was in a glass.
How could you be excited about that shit? No, it's a glass house, but how could you be excited about that bullshit? How could you be excited?
And then the clocks and stuff moving. Oh no, baby!
You got me fucked up. I'm not living in a house where if I get booty asshole naked, I got everybody and their mama can walk by and just titties look perky today.
I'm weak.
But yeah, 13 Ghosts was that movie.
Yeah, 13 Ghosts.
Girl, and funny. The guns. You remember the guns from the movie that shot the little laser? Like, I cannot with the little laser.
13 Ghosts was the shit. Okay?
It was.
And it was actually scary.
It was.
All right, I got some funny. Well, it's not funny, okay? Because we've talked about Polly before.
Oh, yeah.
We've talked about Polly, but we normally, when we talk about Polly, we normally talk about the male Polly version. And like TKO and Nature Boy and stuff like that. These are people I told you to look up. These, some people or whatever.
That do a thing.
Well, we have something a little different for you guys. She's a woman. She has women tattoo her name on their chest, even though they've never possibly met her in real life. Angela is her name. These women give her money. Worse yet, through all, according to Twitter accounts and comments, she pushes these women to harm themselves if they displease her. So not only
this is an online relationship on top of everything.
Yep, it started online. Some of these women have met her in real life, and this young lady had an exclusive interview, and she actually was one of the young ladies that actually met her in real life. Yep, it's her. So I want you guys to hear this clip of her basically telling how the abuse work when they displeases Angela.
I ain't trying to go back to jail. Like, I don't know what's going on. Like, I just, you know what I'm saying?
Someone asked if you are comfortable. Could you describe what a punishment may have been?
Everybody know. Well, if you have seen the interviews or seen me on any type of social media talk about it, it was cuts with razors. There was also another punishment. I really don't like to talk about it because I feel stupid. But I had to pull out a whole lock of hair out of my head from the root before. Me and Bella hair is about that short.
Just a quick reminder, I know new people have come in. At no point are we going to be disrespectful, rude, degrading to our guests. I've asked my moderators to immediately block, okay? A lot of things she's saying is shocking. We're kind of like, oh my God, how? But we're really here to listen, learn, ask good questions, and then let this be of help to anyone else that may come across them. That's why I do these videos to bring.
Okay, so let me run that. Hold on, I'm going to run that back for y'all. Well, let me send this other video to myself. Hold on.
Girl, I'm appalled.
Child, it gets deeper though, y'all. It gets so much deeper. And I'm kind of pissed that I can't send this video to myself. It's not allowing me to send it to myself. Let me see if I got it.
That is a mess.
Okay, I did get it. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. It gets deeper. That's why I wanted to send this other video to myself because it gets much worse. So
awareness. So sorry you went.
So what she was saying, so basically you guys heard it. She said that if they displease her.
Okay. With me, it was more so, this was before I met her in person. It was more so of the, you stuck with me for life. It ain't nothing to catch a flight. Because I know her financial stuff. I know that she don't have no kids. She don't have nothing. She could catch a flight. She was like, it ain't nothing for me to catch a flight and come, excuse my language, and whoop your, get back on the flight, go home, and be there for work. So I used to be like, okay, well,
she's talking about
she got all these girls.
Okay, now this is one of the victims that actually got away from her. Before we move along with the rest of the notes that I have, I'm going to let you guys listen to one of the young ladies that's still with her.
What?
And what she had to say as far as the abuse. And, this is what she said.
Please don't call us beautiful or gorgeous. Please.
Okay, so someone in the comments was like, both of you ladies are beautiful, are gorgeous.
I appreciate the compliment, honey, but please don't call us beautiful or gorgeous. Please.
Please don't.
We don't want no rides with Daddy.
No wrong rides up here.
And Daddy said if with the 700 cuts, they better be neat.
You heard what she said.
And then after you finish cutting, you need to pray for forgiveness. I appreciate the compliment, honey, but please don't.
Bitch.
So she said that 700 cuts. And after you finish, and they better be neat. And after you finish cutting, you better pray for forgiveness.
And both these women.
And it's like 12 of them. Y'all think I'm finished? I'm not finished.
Who is?
I'm about to show y'all what this lady look like. And she only go after bigger women. She goes after BBW women, and because she used to be a BBW until she got surgery. So now she go after them and tell them like, oh, they're so pretty and they're this and they're that, just to boost their self-esteem. And then they start calling her daddy. So they have to, to be one of her daddy's girls, you have to have a yellow heart in your bio. And it has to say it's #Ange with a yellow heart. And then you'll be daddy's puppy, daddy slut, daddy Bella, daddy this, daddy that. So the yellow heart came from this young lady because she was the first girl there. The girl asked her like, what color do you want my nails to be or whatever? And she was like, do yellow. And after she did that, it ended up being like, oh, now all my girls is going to be yellow. So they thought it was just going to be like all peaches and cream and nice and stuff like that. But turns out she's actually fucking crazy as hell. She told the bitch on live, she was like, don't call her beautiful because I'm possessive. I'll pull up on your ass. Like, I will pull up over there and I will come and give her a ride because I'm the taxi. So a ride for her is basically whooping their ass.
Girl.
This is the girl.
This is a woman. This is a predator. This is the shit.
This is
that
the shit
people don't really talk about.
And the girl that you just heard say she would give us lashes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
She's never even met her. She met her in real life, but the Bella girl never met her in real life. So they took a lot of her stuff down, y'all. That's probably why I was trying to find her shit. Like, I was trying to find a lot of stuff about her, but they keep taking all her stuff down. Every time she do, like, a video or whatever, they take it down from her. So, it's just like, that's just what it is. So, Bella never met her, and allegedly the girl was dating a stud. The girl, Angela, was dating a stud for 4 years while she had all this going on. So, the girl that was just doing the interview, she was with her for 2 years. She was with her since the pandemic started. And the other girls, that's her right there.
First of all,
this her in the background.
She looked like a fake ass Bruno Mars.
Let me show y'all a picture of this. Because I can't find her stuff because they took all her stuff down. This her.
She looked like a fake ass
all
Bruno
those
Mars.
Pictures right there behind Nature Boy. Y'all know that's Nature Boy, but that's her. That's a picture of her.
And first of all, can we put a little respect on her name because she got pimp game strong. Like she can manipulate the fuck out of people. Like, to the point where I can manipulate you through a computer screen. You ain't gonna never fucking meet me. But my pimp game strong. Like, I can't.
The crazy part about Nature Boy that brings him into this is the young lady that had the interview. She said that Angela told her to go find Nature Boy and watch his videos online. And if you know anything about Nature Boy, he's been in a poly relationship. I mean, he call it a carbonation. Where he have all his women, and he even have men and stuff now up there, and they got women and stuff. Like, it's like a whole thing. And they're all in, like, Puerto Rico. He been put out of different places. He been put out of so many different places. And she told him to look up his stuff. So she got girls on TikTok saying, like, oh, yeah. Like, it's a video where it was like, would you kill yourself for me? And the girl was like, yes, I will. And showing a picture of her saying it, like, but she wasn't really saying it. She was just showing a picture of her. So she got these girls gone. And now, honestly, what I have to say about it is I'm not here to judge her. We're here to give our opinion. That's why it's called Two Women to Opinion. This is no judgment zone, but very much a speak your mind without holding back with backlash, and we here for your discussion. But I just feel like it's fucked up. Like, you're a woman. You was a big woman. You lowered your weight. Now you seeking out big women to basically, I don't know, taunt them and manipulate them as to.
It's an ego trip.
This shit crazy, y'all.
It's an ego trip.
Her name, and then, like I said...
We ain't here to judge. But
we're not here to judge.
My statement, the one I'm getting ready to make, is going to sound like judgment. Let's start just on the daddy chick, right? Again, look like a fake ass Bruno Mars. I'm not about to advertise this woman. But I just feel like, yeah, like you said, you're a woman. And I feel like this is one of my topics for today. We as women are looked as vulnerable, right? So you're exploiting that vulnerability, especially with women that you already know have that built-in self-esteem issue, right? Yep. If you're overweight, I'm slightly overweight. I'm self-conscious about the things that I wear, how I am around certain people, how they view me, right?
Right.
Regardless of how I carry myself, but I still carry that insecurity. Somebody like that. Not saying that she could fuck with me like that.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Of course, I know what you're saying.
I know what I look like. Anyway.
Okay.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, somebody like that could see somebody like me and attempt to exploit that vulnerability. So it's just like, you know what it is to be a woman because you've been in that position before. Yep.
And obviously you had insecurities because... You've been
insecure. You see what I'm saying? Like, make it make sense. So you take your biggest insecurity and then you exploit somebody else's. So bitch when they find her, and I know that, you know, we are in America, shit like this take place all the time, so she probably gonna get away with this for a very long time. But if you got a cousin out there and they related to these women, please whip her ass for me. Okay? Find her, beat the brakes off to that bitch, because at the end of the day, it's fucked up just from that standpoint. Now, to these women, I get it. Everybody got self-esteem issues. But at some point, like, oh, girl, she got away from the situation. I'm going to say the same thing to those women. Find a better situation. People are going to do what they want to do to you if you allow it. So at some point, you're accepting the abuse for what it is. Because that's what the fuck that is. That's abuse. So you're accepting for what it is. So at some point, and I'm sure it'll take it to the point where she's getting physical with these women. She's actually pulling up. She's putting hands on them.
She said on the damn video, she said,
I'm not trying to be
you don't want me to
be
your taxi.
I'm not trying to be owned by nobody like that. That's what I mean. People hold that kind of shit over you. If they know they can take your biggest insecurity or your biggest insecurity and manipulate that to their advantage, they're going to. So at some point, you got to check out. That's all I'm saying. I feel bad for these women because I understand that some women don't have that mental capacity to walk away from them certain situations. True. But at some point, please seek help and get the fuck away from that bitch. And when your big cousin's gonna whoop that bitch ass.
So was one of the girls end up going on vacation to go see her family or whatever.
I wouldn't came
and back. They they wasn't around. They not around each other.
Oh yeah, that's right, because this shit is online. That's even more fucked up.
It's only like I think one or two girls there with her. I think it's only one.
Turn the computer off. Turn the phone off. Change the number. Get new emails. What the fuck are we even talking about?
So listen, the girl go and see her family, right?
Girl.
And they're on live bashing her like, how you gone and you not in daddy's live? Like, we not associating with you no more because the whole time you on vacation, you not in daddy's live because they got to be in her live like a job. Like, every day if they not in her live, it's a problem.
And she profiting off of my sorrow? Bitch, no, you get your ass whooped.
And the girl said they just sending her money out of nowhere. She don't be asking for it. They just be, she'll wake up like, oh, somebody just sent me $20.
No, you getting your ass whooped.
Yeah, it happened on Bigo all the damn time.
I can't. This culture is so fucked up. It's so fucked up. People can't just be happy with one person. They gotta have teams of people. Okay? Why you can't just find one person that make you feel good and call it a day? Not you got women out here online spazzing. Please turn off the computers.
They got her tattooed on their chest.
No, fuck, I'm not off some motherfucker that I met online. These bitches got
her tattooed on her. We're gonna have an update next week.
This is why I don't do online dating. It's shit like this. Like, I don't know. No, you can't find me on Tinder, Bumble, none of that bullshit.
She said, baby, I just want to show you I'm standing outside the tattoo place right now. How much I love you, daddy. And it say Angela Daddy with a big ass rose heart.
First, you got me fucked up. All the courts.
Moving right along.
This
your second story?
This is my second story.
Okay, cool.
So my next story is about former Las Vegas Raiders coach John, Gordon, resigns after sending some controversial emails that included racist, misogynistic, and anti-gay speech. Okay, so y'all know the Raiders just came out. It's been a year now, year or two. Yeah. The Raiders have been out here. So they just lost their one of their head coaches because, they were digging up some emails about somebody else and then they stumbled upon his. This is why I say you have to conduct yourself with integrity on all accords. It doesn't matter if you're sending a private email or a business email. At the end of the day, you should hold yourself to some kind of standard, right? You should hold yourself to some kind of integrity. That way shit like this doesn't happen. If you are racist, and I don't give a fuck if it's at home, I don't give a fuck if you are at the supermarket and you just talking to Joe Smo and them, watch what you say, because people are going to take it for what it is, especially when you hold a fucking title, okay? They are always looking to cancel somebody. And now this motherfucker about to be canceled. So yeah, I got a clip for y'all. They just it's just gonna give y'all more of the full story.
ESPN for the report. John Gruden resigned after the New York Times reported he frequently used misogynistic and anti-gay language in numerous emails before he was hired as coach of the Raiders in 2018. According to the Times, Gruden sent the emails to Bruce Allen, then the president of the Washington football team, and others during a 7-year period that began in 2011. The NFL sent the Raiders additional Gruden emails to review after the first, which Gruden had been asked about, which included the racial trope about NFLPA Executive Director DeMaurice Smith that surfaced last week. Gruden was employed by ESPN as the lead analyst for Monday Night Football at the time that he sent these emails, which are now under review. The comments are clearly repugnant under any circumstance, ESPN said in a statement. Gruden released the following statement, I quote, "I resigned as the head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders. I love the Raiders and do not want to be a distraction. Thank you to all the players, coaches, staff, and fans of Raider Nation. I'm sorry. I never meant to hurt anyone."
So yeah, I'm
sorry.
I'm
sorry for.
Again, we've talked about integrity on this show a few times. But I just feel like conduct yourself accordingly, no matter if it's personal or business. I would never send an email to Marty, we talk shit, but I would never send an email to her that was anywhere misogynistic, racist, or you know what I'm saying? And it's not even about putting it on paper. It's just the fact that I am the same person, whether it's on camera, off camera. I am like this 24/7. I don't change who I am. This man was putting on a front. You have black players. He at one point was working with one of the he was working with a gay player who had just came out as gay. He was on the same team. So it's just shit like that. And then you get caught and then you want to just back out. I feel like no apology. Because honestly, he didn't even apologize for his actions. I guess you can't. But you should have, right? So he didn't.
He basically was like, I don't want anybody to feel uncomfortable, but I'm out.
I got caught, so I'm going to go ahead and resign. No.
I'm going to get up out of here.
Be accountable for your actions, right? So that's just how I feel. Again, I feel like overall, be who you are 24/7. Don't change. Don't switch up who you are behind closed doors. Don't run your mouth, right? Because if you're a racist, your racist eventually gonna come out. And again, if you hold power, you hold some kind of standing somewhere, it's gonna come back at you. So I would rather just be me 24/7, right? Charlemagne has been pegged as an asshole his entire career, but at least you can say the man has been consistent. He's been
consistently an asshole.
He is consistently an asshole. He don't really filter too much of what he says.
What's that thing they've been saying? Be who you are. Be Fletcher.
That's all I'm saying.
That came out
perfect. Don't hold these titles and then be a racist behind closed doors. No.
It's like, I got black friends.
I hate
that shit.
I got gay friends. I got
friends.
white friends. Like I got friends. I don't need to specify.
Right. I don't gotta tell you what kind it is. They just friends, okay? They motherfucking friends.
That's all that matter. Girl.
All right, looks like we at halftime break, y'all. We got 4 more minutes on this clock. But this clock, all these clocks different.
Girl, because we be starting.
I can't wait to go to the. So we will be in the studio, y'all, November the 4th. All of this stuff is going to look so much more professional. Besides our little lives on our phone, y'all gonna be still like that.
It's gonna be this. But everything else getting an upgrade.
The YouTube videos will be upgraded. The podcast audio,
our intro,
everything. Our logo, everything else will be upgraded by November the 4th. So bear with us.
Yes.
And I actually want to play your artist song. So let's do the shout outs first and then we can play. But I'm playing your friend anyways, Don Rich.
Oh, you playing my friend?
Yeah, but we can play that on YouTube.
Oh yeah, we can.
Remember? Okay, so now it's time for the small business shout out, starting with myself. FamousGemsWithTheZ.net. Please go to FamousGemsWithTheZ.net, and we will be in the storefront coming soon, y'all.
Oh yeah,
so y'all can just
shit popping.
Pull up and get what y'all need from the store, okay? And Taj?
Of course, y'all know my business, Wild Bartending. So if you got a date night, a little birthday party, I also do virgin cocktails. So let a sister know. I do 16 birthday parties as well. Golf tournaments, whatever your needs are, I am your girl as far as the cocktails. So I am.
Do you bartend butt ass naked?
No.
But what if it was a good price?
No. I mean, it depends. If it's Drake and it's just Drake, let me know. Let me know.
I'm asking the question everybody want to know.
I'll do it in a heartbeat. But you got to be Drake and you got to be stacked. You need a nice lump sum of money. I also need security. I do a security guard, so I don't want nobody touching me too, again, unless you're Drake. Don't mind that.
Oh, my goodness.
Don't mind that at all. So, yeah, Wild Bartending. You can hit me up if you need to book me at Taj Wild on any other platform, and it's Taj Wilder on Facebook. So, yeah.
Also, we have Transcend Jewelry. She makes bracelets, waist beads, all different types of stuff. They all custom made. So you can order those at transcendjewelry.com, and you can find her on Instagram as well. We also have November Visions LLC, which is a Broken Dreams record label. Hit them up if you got some merch skits you want to put out there. Okay? Because we tired of hearing these bootlegged ass songs, which y'all sneak dissing each other. Y'all need some good old engineers behind y'all. Okay? And then we have K Connect Professional Services. That's K, and then connect us with a K as well. Professional services for the people that don't know how to spell.
See, now she know what I mean. Now she know what I mean. Because when I said it at the beginning, she was like, oh, you mean? No, I'm not. Y'all motherfuckers don't know how to spell, and that's okay. I don't know how to spell either. We here together.
We here together. That's why we use Grammarly.
There you go. .com.
Anyways, shout out to Don Rich.
Oh yeah, let's shout out his business too. Not only is he I was told not to call him a local artist, but he a local artist. He also has a barbershop where he's got a haircutting business. It's called Pull Up Cuts. Hit him up.
Haircutting business.
He got haircutting business. What do you call it? He a barber, y'all. And he clean with clippers. Okay? Clean with clippers. Hit my boy Don Rich.
We need y'all to send us a little memo when y'all send us y'all company.
Pull Up Cuts. This is his song, Fuck It Up. Order your merch too. He got merch for the
Order your merch.
I'm gonna wear it next time. Next time we shoot, y'all. Oh no, wait, it depends on who I can get on the show. And put it that way.
Yeah.
First thing when we wake up, it's just not as bright as my face up. Hey, I get the first view of that beauty without the makeup. Hey. But when the babe put her face on, it ain't nothing she can't take on. She don't ever miss a step when it comes to business about that bankroll. I fuss with you cause you know you that bitch. You just like me, you're trying to stay rich. Yeah, I see you loving that shit. Yeah, I see you loving on rich. Baby, never
not barbershop. He do it, he pull up on people and do it.
Come to me, she tweaking.
That's where the shop's coming from.
Girl, this your time, you some moment. Hope you ain't too shy to own it. Vibes up in the morning. It's all good, got the weed roll, time to light it up. Girl, do your shit, let me hype you up. Girl, this your time to fuck it up. Go ahead, girl, fuck it up. Hey, fuck it up. Go ahead, girl, fuck it up. Make your knees touch your elbows, say fuck it up. Baby, if you listen, fuck it up. Baby, if you loyal, fuck it up. If you in your bag, then fuck it up. If you wake up, fuck it up.
Yes. Holly, yeah.
Fuck it up, go ahead, girl. Fuck it up, fuck it up, fuck it up, go ahead, girl. Fuck it up, fuck it up, fuck it up, go ahead, girl. Fuck it up, fuck it up, fuck it up, go ahead, girl.
Hey.
One time for the real ones that hold it down. Talking solid to the ground. No holding back, no holding now. Ain't no limits to what she bout. She gon' do this for the crowd.
Well, we might be able to do our clothes out. Yeah, I guess today it's kind of like the thing. The
That's why she plays a part. The baby never changed, nothing but consistency since from the start. Baby strong like a
I definitely will.
The way you live is the way you are.
You know it's coming, baby. I'm about to change everybody's life around me. Mama gonna text me the other day like, remember what I asked for when you get rich? I was like, an island? She was like, yes, I can't wait. Bitch, I'm so glad I seen Mr. Beast buy $700,000 island because that's what that bitch did. And when I was a kid, I thought that was like billions of dollars, you know? I'm not broke now, girl. She like, her ass for $500K.
cheap. I want to buy a big ass compound and put all the people I love.
You sound like Angela.
No, not that crazy shit though. You free to live your life. But I want to put my mama and my grandmama in the same house. Girl, I love my mama and my grandmama.
She over here sounding a little bit of Angela.
No.
Daddy Taj over this bitch.
I ain't out here putting the pimp hand on nobody.
Daddy Taj over this mother sucker.
Now, if I can give me a stable of whore men, maybe.
Okay.
I ain't got the stable yet, y'all.
Moving right along, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, okay. So our next topic. So y'all know for those that be paying attention to us, I be perusing on YouTube a lot. I love YouTube. I probably majority of the content I watch is YouTube. So I was watching a couple of these channels that were doing a review on this Predator. Let's call the nigga what he is. He's Predator. And I was just getting the clips and shit. So I finally found the entire video. So this YouTuber, he has a small following. He has like 100K. 100K followers. He compares his lifestyle to R. Kelly's, but he doesn't consider R. Kelly or himself a predator. He refers to his infliction as an appetite, and it's not his fault when these young women lie about their age. And he just, he feels like once she's fucked them, they already fucked, so it is what it is. He talks about a couple of his relationships with a lot of younger women. The first relationship he talks about is with a 17-year-old girl. He said the way she approached him was basically, she didn't come off as she was 17, right? So, what? Yeah, she was real professional. She had perky titties, and he goes in depth about these titties, yo. And mind you, I was really disgusted. That's why I really don't want to shout this content creator out, because he took down the content. So the video, or the place that I watched the video, was somebody else. They had just archived it, and that's why it's been all over the internet, because predators like this have to be known about, right? Because he's essentially a predator.
He's definitely a predator.
Not only does he talk about that, but he also talks about another relationship that he had with a mother who had 2 daughters. Now, he doesn't say how old these daughters are, but he says, like, at one point, like, she got the mom got on her knees and she started sucking my dick in front of the girls. She tells the daughter to join in. And again, then he says, like, the daughters were fucking virgins. So that just makes me think that they were a lot younger than, like, 16, 17. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, the mom told him to join in?
Girl, the shit gets nasty and deep. So he's just, I'm gonna play the clip. I found a clip that I felt like was not too cringy and not too, explicit. So just listen to what this nigga say, and then we're gonna talk about it, cause
appetite can ruin you. I have somewhat of an appetite, but I have limits. There's just certain things I'm not going to do. There's just certain boundaries I'm not going to cross. And essentially, I conducted my fuckery in the safe zone. I did stuff I knew I could get away with. I did not go out. Like, there was this one girl, and she was super cute. And then I did my research on her and saw her pictures of her with her mom and dad, which means her parents were very much involved in her life. And that right there would have been the danger zone. Because this is how it happens. She comes over, we fuck, she goes home, her mom and dad press her.
Listen to how he plays the parents.
This old man. And next thing you know, mom and dad call the police. Police knocking at your door. That's how that goes down. So I never put myself in the crosshairs of the danger zone. And it really wasn't in comparison to the number of women. It wasn't a lot. But I can tell you, young pussy can be fucking amazing.
Okay, you fucking perv.
I just feel like there's a group of men out there, right, that will say, like, oh, majority of men are good men and blah, blah, blah. But I feel very much just like we talk about good cop, bad cop, right? There are a lot of bad cops, but there are a lot of good cops out there.
Right.
Same situation. There are a lot of good men out there. But when you advocate and swear to Jesus that all men are good men, you've missed the point where there are women out here. Like, we've stopped talking about indigenous women being kidnapped, right? So it led me down a rabbit hole, right? Indigenous women have been going missing for a long time, right? Predators like him seek out, and they swear for Jesus that these young women approached them. He never, like, he swears up and down. But if you listen to the dialogue throughout the entire video, because I watched all 26 minutes of that bullshit. If you listen to the shit that he says, you could tell, like, he, as the adult in the situation, didn't go, this isn't right. You are 17, 16 years old. I shouldn't be doing this. He puts the blame off on them, and not just them, but the parents. He doesn't feel like he's at fault at all. That's why he says, I feel like me and R. Kelly have the same appetite, but not really, because I have safeguards. So I make sure I don't get out of hand. R. Kelly got out of hand because he had people recruiting young girls to come in. Right? It's like, dog, at the end of the day, you're a predator.
He said that if he look at a picture and see the young lady with her parents,
he does research.
That's a red flag to him because they're too close. So she gonna go home and said, I was fucking on an old man, and they go.
This is the shit that I'm talking about. Like, a lot of y'all men, and I'm not saying all, I'm saying there is a category of men that would defend men and swear for God that there are good men out there, that there's these kind of people are one-offs.
He's definitely a predator.
But to me, there's a lot more of these one-offs than there should be. And I can't tell men to be out here holding other men accountable, no. But at least if you can live with the idea that some of y'all one day will have daughters, right? So live with the idea that these men out there exist. Because if you don't, you're going to go down a path. And a lot of, to me, honestly, like, if you look back in your life,
a lot of these men that have daughters that's like this.
That's like this. If you look back in your life, right, you talk about other people, or you review the men that you've been around, right? Everybody probably knows one person that was a predator, right? They talked a little bit differently, like, you know, they were a little more aggressive with their approach when they approached women. You've seen these men, and some of y'all know men that have done dirt, that have raped women.
Yep.
Right? Y'all probably went to high school with them, you probably went to college with them, but y'all never spoke on that kind of shit, right? Until that nigga either got caught doing it,
or they say, oh, I knew he was doing something,
or you just never said anything. Just please be aware that these kind of people exist. A lot of y'all gonna have daughters one day, and if you don't have daughters, you got sisters, you got a mama, right? Know that these men exist. That's all I'm asking, because there are women going missing left and right. Again, indigenous
what
women,
did he say about the
women of color,
again?
Black women especially go missing at a higher rate, right? I'm just saying, overall, please know that these people exist. It's not just
these are people I said we
famous
should do
people. It's
chemical research on.
It's not just famous people. These are your everyday Joe Schmoes that get away with the shit because they regular everyday Joe Schmoes. If we were talking about R. Kelly, you know, everybody jumped bad about Bill Cosby. There's been a few people that's come out, or there's allegations about them that have come out, right? And we wait until it's too fucking late
to react.
So if we can just bring more awareness to these kind of people, we can nip this kind of shit in the bud at the gate. That's all I'm saying. Watching this video, not only was it cringy as fuck because it's the way that he's talking about these young women, and then I also thought back to like the reviewer that I originally watched, how they were like cracking jokes a little bit, like it was kind of funny to them, but to me, it's, y'all don't understand the kind of fear that every woman goes through on a day-to-day basis, right? Every woman can talk about at least one time where a man got a little too aggressive, at least one time, whether it been a friend, a homie, a boyfriend, a husband. Every woman can talk about at least one experience where a man has been overly aggressive. A lot of y'all men need to check yourselves too, because what y'all think is okay ain't okay.
I'm disgusted as fuck.
I was just like,
I don't even know.
I didn't even want to give him the view. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't even want to give him the view because that's how fucked up that video was. And the fact that he's probably gotten away with this shit for years because he stays right underneath the line of predator and just a kink. Because that's what he was calling this shit, a kink. Kink, because he's like, it's something about messing with a young girl that does something for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he views it as just like a sexual, you know, orientation. Whereas where we all know it's a motherfucker, you're a predator. You belong in the jail. Problem. These women, I hope to God for the woman that he talked about with the children, I hope that bitch is in jail somewhere. And I hope whatever the fuck happened to them kids.
All them kids are taken away from her.
That's all I'm asking. And we don't even know how long, because at one point when he talked about the 17-year-old girl, he had dated the 17-year-old girl until she was 17, until she was 22. So that's years of being brainwashed to think that this shit is okay. I have 2 girls.
Yeah,
you got
I already know.
When I tell you this set me off, I
couldn't even imagine
I'm going to jail.
To think that way.
I'm going to jail.
Oh, let me pray her out to make sure she don't have family involved, just in case, so they won't say nothing about her dating an old nigga.
He was like, it's really the parents' fault because they should be more involved in their kids' lives. No, nigga.
You are the adults. People to not be in their lives.
You are the adult in this situation. To me, yes, the parents should have definitely been more involved. You definitely need to stay on your kids. You definitely need to make sure your kids are where they say they are, and they talking to people. Or if they're gonna be dating, they dating people within their age bracket. Yes, a chunk of that responsibility falls on the parents, but it mostly revolves around you because you are also a fucking adult, and you felt like it was okay to do what you did. Oh, I didn't know she was 17 until I was already fucking her. So I might as well. He literally said that. He said, I thought it was okay. Because after I found out she was 17, he was like, you can't unfuck her. So I kept fucking her. Bitch, I was like,
you can't unfuck her.
You can't unfuck her. I said, yeah, that's true, but you didn't have to keep fucking her. Like, you could have stopped.
You should get yourself fucked, though.
Girl, I promise you. That couldn't have been me. I'm going to jail. I'm going to jail. But yeah. Enough with the predators for the day, cause
yeah, moving right along. The next thing I want to talk about, which I've been wanting to talk about this for a few weeks now, is BBLs.
Yes.
So I know you guys been looking at the world nowadays and seeing people in the airport leaning over because their booty just got done or whatever.
It's all on TikTok too.
But I just have a few questions so that we can share our experiences. You know, you could get to know us a little bit better with our cosmetics or whatever. So first question is, have you ever considered having surgery or work done?
If you would have asked me like a year and a half ago, yeah, I promise you. I'll show you a picture of like me at my biggest. If you'd asked me a year and a half ago after I had my youngest daughter, I promise you I would have said yes. I would have done anything to get that weight off of me.
Let me tell you, I've never considered anything as far as weight, but I've considered like getting freckles on my face.
Oh, that'd be cute though. That would be cute. That would be cute.
Second, have you ever had any work done?
No.
Me either. I haven't had any work done.
I've had my teeth whitened. I think that's the most I've ever done.
And it say, what are some insecurities you have that you would change, if any?
I got the mom foot pie, y'all, and then I got the mom little jiggle, you know.
You got the so mom bod.
I got the mom bod. Yeah, I got the the typical like she's slightly overweight, but she's still thick. She can work on a few things. Yeah, but you see me, I be in the gym.
Yes, baby.
We getting in.
Me, but I got this.
Girl, the little, that's what I'm
saying.
Like
every time I frown, it be like, bitch, pick your neck up.
Or if you turn your face to the
it's
side,
like this little right here, and it don't. No matter if I got real skinny or not, it's still gonna stay right there.
Girl,
so,
but that's not.
And then this little piece right here, which ain't really nothing, but that's it. And my legs rub together, so my jeans be like, but girl, that's thick.
Yeah, thick thighs save lives, and I'm not changing that. Okay.
Okay. It say, do you know anyone that's close to you that's had work done?
Yeah, I recently, those that don't know, come save my life. Those that don't know, I teach bartending, so I've had a student recently, and me and her are still cool, we still chop it up. She's at that restaurant I wanted to take you, Big Jerk. She works there, she's a bartender there. So, she had recently got first of all, she didn't need one. She was just shaped just like you. I personally didn't think she needed one. She was already super slim. But, women today, we all got our own insecurities. So she went and got one done. And I was just like, when she posted that she got it done, I was like, whoa, like you didn't need it in the first place. At least that was my perception.
Right. And I feel like that's for a lot of people. Me personally, yes. My aunt, she didn't get a BBL, but she got a gastro sleeve.
Oh, which is almost... I mean, it helps you.
Yeah, and then my friend got a BBL, and I know a few people on Bigo that got BBLs, and I mean, they look good, but it's pros and cons to it. And I feel like that was my next question is, do you have any stories or know of any stories from a botched or wrongdoing during a procedure?
I don't know. I mean, you hear about the ones that are lines that go left, and I think that's my biggest fear is it going left. Like if I were to ever really truly consider it, because honestly I want to earn my body the hard way, right? I don't want to go in and I don't want to waste the money, because if I get fat again I'm gonna be mad as fuck. Girl, so for me I don't want to waste the money because that money can be spent elsewhere. But it's also like you hear about all these crazy stories, like the chick that got the cement in her ass.
Yeah,
like you got me fucked up, you're not about to and that's another thing, like you gotta find
like K Michelle and stuff like that.
She was having really bad a hard time medically, because of
she
her
couldn't
ass.
breathe and stuff. And so it's a lady on here. I don't want to say her name or nothing, but we real cool. She's one of the top broadcasters. She got work done, and she look amazing. Mm-hmm. That's one thing. I don't feel like. I guess she had her insecurities, like you said. I don't feel like she really needed it. And she, the doctor poked her in her stomach, so she had fluid draining out. But now she's better. She's been through all that. So yeah, it was really scary because I really cared for her, and I was like, oh my gosh, you didn't even need it. Then this happened, but she is better. So that's one thing I knew.
For me, it's like, girl, you went through that, and then you had to pay even more money to get the hole fixed where it was leaking. Like, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it for that reason. I don't need shit leaking out of my body. You hear about the women whose titties pop in their chest and shit. I'm not going through that. I like my titties.
I'm not. No, that's my biggest. That would be my biggest fear is something medically happen, complications.
I don't want none of those complications.
Do you opinions on in country or out of the country procedures? Like thoughts?
I very much feel like if you are not from that country, you shouldn't be going to another country to get a BBL. Just because if you are an American, get your surgery done here. I get it's a little more expensive. Just get it done here. Because you just don't know. Shit can happen in other countries. Yeah. Right? And especially a lot of y'all don't do y'all research before y'all go places either. So y'all could be going into a situation where, yeah, they got a nice facility, but that could just be a front to fill your ass up with some
to get you in there.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm not about to know. Again, a lot of people don't do their research, and I hope
they don't. They just going to go do it because they see everyone else doing
Everybody else. I don't, like I said, I would rather earn my body the hard way. Like, I got the shape, I just got to mold it. So I'd rather do that versus spending my money to fly across the country
and
where I don't know nobody.
What the fuck I'm going to get out of it.
Like, don't know nobody.
That's like going to a new weed man.
Girl. And you never know. And you never know. Right. Next thing you know, you outside like Smokey Chase behind a car in your drawers. Like, what? I'm not doing it. I'm not doing
happening. Last and final question is, what are your overall thoughts on BBLs as far as your opinion and, doing it, not doing it, other ladies, insecurities? What is just your thoughts?
I feel like, for me, like I said, I get it. I have my own insecurities, but I feel like everybody does. And if you hyper-focused on the fact that you feel this way all the time, you'll never really live your life. And yeah, you can go get the superficial thing done because it's quick. And you don't have to actually work for anything. But for me, I mean, a lot of that insecurity still doesn't go away. Right? You're still going to feel that underlying insecurity. You might look good on the outside, but now you don't feel good on the inside. People are going to start treating you a certain different way. And if you, let's say you were extremely overweight at one point, you get the BBW, you come back. And people treat you better. Oh, I'm sorry, BBL. People treat you, girl. I was about to say.
Oh, wow, yes.
People tend to treat
you
better.
Like the girl, the damn Angela girl, because she was overweight and
people treat you better. But then at the same time, like, look at her situation. She's probably still mentally fucked up from being overweight. You see what I'm saying? Work through your shit before you jump up and or medically change your body, right? Because we talk about getting the vaccination, but a lot of y'all don't do the work and process before you jump up.
Mental health is real, y'all.
If I was gonna do a BBL, and I promise you, that is just not. It's not on my list of shit to get. I want a flat screen TV that's the size of a wall before I get some bullshit like that. But if I were to do that, I would definitely go seek therapy first, because obviously there's some other things, underlying shit that I feel that I need to process first. And if I still feel the same after sitting down and having worked through my shit, then okay, go and get it.
But if I'm not mistaken, isn't therapy recommended?
Yeah, they definitely. That's just like with the trans community before they decide to switch their gender. Same situation. Just go do work on yourself mentally first before you jump up and waste the money on getting a BBL. Because honestly, if you spend the money on the BBL and you don't work through your shit, and let's say that you're one of those people that happen to eat when they are depressed, you can go right back to being fat. So it's just like, why waste the money?
Why waste the money?
But again, we
are not here to judge, just to give our opinion.
And
this is a non-judgment zone.
And we're both very much people who tell you all the time to live your fucking life. So whatever makes you happy, float your boat.
Because we are the people that we give our opinion, but we do stay out of people's business.
Because we ain't.
So this is no judgment zone, but we are very much speak your mind type of crowd without backlash, but a supportive discussion. That's just what we stand by.
That's all.
Anyways, so we have a new segment for you guys, which is, y'all can help us name it. Should we do Cloud Chaser of the Week or Gag? I think I like Gag, though.
Yeah, I like gag.
Okay, so the gag of the week. The gag of the week. Angela, the pimp, coke leader, daddy, mommy, brother, sister, bitch. I get having girls. If you're into poly, I get it. But abusing or brainwashing these women is just different. Just a different story. I'd expect this from Nature Boy or maybe TKO. But not a STEM little ass woman lady. Child, please. I'm not about to give her no more clout. If you want to see this story, go search TikTok Daddy's Girl cult on YouTube. And that's how you find out about that bitch. But that's the bitch that's getting the gag of the week. Because she gagged the fuck out of me when I see her on there doing that shit to them girls.
And it's the fact that she doing this shit online. Like, turn the computer off, bitch. Just turn the computer off. You don't have to endure the abuse.
It's mine. Okay, so let's go ahead and close it out. I guess we do got time. We got 7 minutes to close it out. So we just go ahead and wrap up our stories that we talked about today, guys, like we always do. The first story was the Haitian gang demands $17 million in ransom for abducted ministries. It's 16 Americans and 1 Canadian kidnapped, and they're demanding $1 million per person. What else we talking about today?
We talked about our favorite horror film murderers. Okay, the killers of all time. I picked Freddy because I love Freddy. I feel like he can fuck with you on a mental level, and that's a whole extreme. Like, yeah.
I picked Candyman because I feel like
Same shit.
And they kind of fucked up. And that shit was scary as hell when we was kids.
Our next story was about former Las Vegas Raiders coach John Gordon, who resigns after controversial emails got they didn't leak. He got they were investigating somebody else, and they just came across his emails that included racism, misogynistic, and anti-gay speech. Again, we just ask that you hold yourself to some kind of accountability, y'all. I don't think I know I fuck up in life, but I'm quick to apologize and I'm quick to take accountability for my actions. So I would just suggest you do the same. He didn't apologize to these people. He just basically said I'll quit because y'all caught me. So
he like I'm caught.
I quit. So I would just say hold yourself to some kind of integrity in life, whether it be business or outside of business.
I definitely agree because he was tripping.
He was tripping,
and then he just was like, "Oh, y'all caught me. I'm out of here." That's funny as hell.
Here's my pink slip.
Next story was our gag was Angela Natural Genius. She is a lady poly cult leader. She abuses her women, make them cut themselves and pull out their hair when they displeases her from a phone, from an app. So yeah, that's pretty fucking crazy. But
she be on live abusing women. Okay.
And she called it a ride. So when they disappoint her, they have to go on a ride. And the ride is either them cutting themselves or pulling hair out of their head.
Next. I don't even have much to say about that bitch. Put that bitch in jail or whip that bitch ass. Those are your options. Don't ask me about shit else. Put that bitch in jail. Or whoop her ass.
That's all I got.
I ain't saying she gotta be hospitalized, but just,
I'm with you on
whoop
that.
Whoop her ass.
Great conclusion.
My last topic for today, or my last story for today, was the YouTuber. I'm not gonna put his name out there because I just don't want to get this man a clout. But he compares his lifestyle to R. Kelly's, but he doesn't consider him or R. Kelly to be predators. He refers to his infliction as an appetite, and it is not his fault when young women lie about their age just to be with him. I feel like you're the adult. Act like it, nigga. Okay? If a 16-year-old boy approached me, you know what he gonna get?
We talk about people from all over the world. You could come here and get news about everybody, not about... It's enough people on Bigo talk about people on Bigo. We talking about other motherfuckers.
In life.
In life.
So yeah, and then I also just wanted to shed light that predators do exist, and I know there's a group of men out there that would swear for Jesus that these predators don't exist, but they do. Okay? And Definitely. Know that as a black woman, I have to be slightly paranoid every time I walk out the house, just like every black man has to be somewhat paranoid when he walks out the house.
Definitely.
It comes at us in a totally different direction, you feel me?
Like BAM!
Yes.
The next thing we talked about was just a BBL conversation, just to give our outlook on it. Because I feel like it's a huge conversation when we see when we see women that get surgery. Everyone always have a conversation about it. But I definitely wanted to get our opinions out of there. Of course, this is Two Women, Two Opinions. So, of course, we're just going to give our opinion. But we're not here to judge. Although neither one of us have gotten cosmetic surgery before, we still support women in their insecurity. So, if you feel insecure and you can fix it, by all means, boo-boo.
Do you?
Do you, boo boo?
Do you? But
so
make sure you do the work first.
Make sure you do the research and know what you got to do, and get some counseling before and after, because it can definitely be a mental thing for you.
You can go from feeling really insecure one day to having people approach you off the street that you've never had, and that could be a thing. I mean, I think Marty would understand too, because we're both attractive women, and sometimes men could be overly aggressive. So if you're not used to that shit, it can fuck with you. So just make sure you do the work.
And to close out, I'm gonna get y'all the gag of the week one more time. It's Angela the Pimp, Angela the Pimp, cult leader, daddy, mommy, brother, sister, bitch.
I can't with you, daddy, mommy, sister, bitch.
So y'all want to find out about that bitch? Just search daddy's girl, cult leader, TikTok on YouTube.
Hey, y'all need to cut these cults out, yo. Cut the cults out. Y'all don't need no cults.
And again, y'all, just to close out the show, we got 2 minutes. Next week we will not have a show. We're so sorry. But you can catch up on all of the episodes on YouTube at Two Women, Two Opinion. The 4th of November, we will be in the studio. And
we decided to have on some guests, y'all. So
yeah, we're gonna have some guests too.
We're gonna bring some artists on. We're gonna chop it up with them next episode.
All right, Spoon. See y'all later. All right, YouTube.